Dude, you want to play something? What? Dude, I just got back. I've been out all day. You don't want to play anything? What? Why are you hogging the camera? Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to be all about me. Oh, you saw the video yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. What about it? No, I'm not going solo, don't worry. You're right. We've been talking about games and stuff a lot lately. What if we switched it up? What if we did something a little different? Like, oh, oh. So this is, well, Leo, I can't, okay. So this is a little something me and Leo threw together a while ago. Just got bored one day, started writing something. Um, Leo, do you wanna do the reading or do you want me to? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Everyone knows you can read. No one's saying you can't read. Well, I mean, I can't read your language. Well, actually, I can because it's like six different noises. It's hemo, werba, jack, jima. Wait, that's like four. Hema, werba, jack, jima. Hey, wait, what if we made a little intro song with that little riff you got going? I heard a Van Halen song on a CD I just picked up, Diver Down, where at the end, what I really like about it is it's David Lee Roth is just like doing the background vocals, and then the actual, good vocals of the band with Michael Anthony, actually gets to sing. I I believe it's Happy Trails, but it's just David Lee Roth in the background going bomba dee ba over and over again. Um, and Leo's always like, strutting around the room going ahima werba jackajima, ahima werba jackajima. So there might be something there. Maybe that could be the intro to this, This is scene one, episode one of the pilot for ShoeGum, as we call it. So I don't know if I want to. Let's just go over whatever we have written, right? I haven't come back to this. I think I spent like literally like maybe like 3 hours on this. But this seemed a little more promising than some of the other scripts we kind of started going off of. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but we like it. So Arthur ShoeGum is a dyslexic detective that always has the answer at first, but always gets steered off the tracks by hilariously obvious foils. Um, I actually thought about potentially trying to make this like a graphic novel or something. A lot of things turn into a graphic novel, especially like my big story that I'm working on. But this one specifically, I think would be fun just because like you can do a lot with words, but you can also do more with you know, actual, I don't know, whatever. But so this is just I'm just trying to show me and Leo got range. Um, my other Pokemon as well. I know Leo's always on the mic and stuff, but it's honestly like all my other Pokemon are actually doing things. They're actually helping me like get stuff done. Milo's doing the laundry right now. I think Kayla's out. Where is she? Oh, she's got a date. Never mind. Well, okay, whatever. So let's let's just go through this. Try to have a good time with it. Yeah. So Arthur Shoegum, dyslexic detective. Get it? Haha. He can usually arrive at the conclusion by catching the perp with all the correct evidence, but usually by using it incorrectly to deduce a conclusion. I have noticed this happening like a few times with like, certain trivia things in my mind where like I'll get the right answer, but it's like not even where like I pulled it out of somewhere that like should not have connected to it. Um I don't know. It just kind of, hummed in my eardrums when I said it out loud and Leo whispered it back to me and I said, "Hey, that's a decent idea." So in turn, this leads to criminals thinking that Arthur solved it, and as they monologue and confess, in some instances, Art realizes that he misread a lot of evidence and stuff like that. Uh, Obviously, this is just kind of bullet points, just trying to form the characters. He's clumsy, intuitive, trusting, easily persuaded, race, sex, age, ist, but in the opposite direction. If that, like, he's so anti, yeah, like, he thinks he's being a bigot when he's, like, complimenting someone and doesn't understand the racist part. Yeah, he's timely, and he's a good cop, in terms of, like, good cop, bad cop, whatever. So Sylvester, Slick Sly Linerman, is his partner that's always splitting up and going on his own hunch due to his lack of trust in Art. While he does respect Art, the problem lies in Sly's ulterior motives, not known now but will become apparent later. Um, do you know them? No, I don't either. Okay. So he's deceptive to a burdening degree, a people pleaser. Oh, you want to do the bullet points and let me do the story? Okay. Leo, read that first word. All right, I'm just going to take over. Good try. So, what? Dude, no. No, 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 no. I want you to. We wrote this together. I know it's hard to read, but like we did come up with it together. So like don't beat yourself up just because you can't read it on camera. It's lame as hell that we're making a video where we're reading something off. That's like the opposite of what we usually try to do here. So we'll go through it together. Okay? So he's deceptive to a burdening degree, a people pleaser, skeptic, easily bought, never on time for Art, and he's a bad cop, right? He's the bad cop in the good cop relationship. Brienne Hobbs owns the 2399.7 diner, and this is based on a fun fact that so it takes place in Wisconsin, and there's a law that doesn't allow 24/7 diners. Or wait, yeah, wait. That's why I wrote that because it may be Minnesota, but I'm pretty sure it was Wisconsin, where like you have to technically, it's something like they have. There was like a, you have two clocks that are 1 minute apart each. So like if someone was ever in there and be like, "Hey, you're open 24 hours," they're like, "No, see, like according to that, like it's 11:59 and we're still open." And then like if someone were to be like, "Well, now it's midnight and you're still open," they're like, "No, it's 12:01. We were closed at midnight." That's like the whole idea. To actually be 24/7. So, uh, yeah, she owns the diner where Art and a lot of cops like to visit on a late shift. Always taking care of the boys in blue. Free piece of pie and coffee with any order on the house. Oh, the order on the house if you want coffee. The diner has lots of customers, and Brienne is the only one who overhears things. Oh, and yeah, well, often, yeah. So Brienne's main thing is like she oversees the diner and like can sometimes like overhear stuff happening and tip them off about stuff. Really good eavesdropper. There's 8 waiters and waitresses in rotation. Her husband Bill Hobbs works in the kitchen with her sons Charlie and Lloyd. They don't come out of the back much most of the time. They're only heard confirming orders from the front. So the diner traits, publicly known cop spot, heavy traffic from 6 to 8, 11 to 1, and 4 to 7. Art's usually there really late at night most nights, but during the day it's a lot more random. Security's low. Um, they got the restaurant 15 years ago after Bill retired from the force. And yeah, couldn't stay retired, so they opened the diner. And I'm sure you can see. Yeah, the diner is almost corruptible, or sorry, it's almost incorruptible. And fatal flaw is so the fatal flaw is they made the diner a cop spot. That's just again, this isn't the story. Um, oh, that could be interesting. Anyway, so for the first episode, stacking plates. Wait, what if stacking the plates is a corrupt copway signal? Oh yeah, that the coast is clear. Like yeah, so in the diner they'll stack up plates, right, in order to signal to like whatever that like coast is clear or like coast isn't clear. Yeah. So let's just hop into the episode. The pilot. So screen comes in black, going Sheboygan, Wisconsin, at the diner again. Just to really hit home that this is a spot where they're at all the time, even though like this is the first introduction to anything. So as the screen fades in, we can see Arthur at the diner by himself with 4 empty pie plates next to his coffee. He keeps fidgeting with them, and the camera keeps coming in on him, focusing on the background of the diner with very little emphasis on Art himself. We have the narrator come in. Leo, do you want to be the narrator? Okay. The hardest part about tracking down the bad actors who run this city is who's on your side and who dances with the devil from dusk to dawn. After panning over the diner, the camera cuts suddenly to Art sitting in the booth for a brief moment, still fidgeting with the plates, with a new Eureka expression on his face. And we would have a blank screen with text that says, "The work of art that is art at work." Camera cuts back to Art with the camera position so we can see the pie plates as well as the hilarious expression on his face of him realizing something. He can't stop staring at the plates. Calls over the waitress. Fine, I'll be Cindy. Okay. Cindy, could you come over here for a quick second? Cindy walks over expecting yet another pie order. What'll it be for number 5 there, ShoeGum? She asks with a chuckle. I told you, just call me Art. Don't remind me about the bet. Sorry, Art. What can I get you? No more pie for me, sadly. I needed to ask you about how y'all wash these plates. Oh no, did we give you a dirty plate? Oh, Cindy, I wish. Sadly, there's something a little more nefarious going on. Now, how do y'all wash these plates? Do you ever serve pie on any other kind of plate? Hey, if you really want to know, Lloyd usually takes care of the dishes when he gets a free moment. Sometimes we use bigger plates if someone gets a whole pie or we run low when we get busy. Show me. The two walk in the back of the kitchen and we see Bill Hobbs. Sorry. This is just the names. And one of his sons for the first time. Lloyd's doing dishes while Bill handles the few orders coming in at this hour of the night. Working hand or handly working? Yes. I see. I see now. It's even taking me a second. Working hand or handly working? He asked with a straight smile. Lloyd appears confused as if he misheard the detective. Sorry, what was that? Handly working? It's an expression, you know. Oh shoot, and here I thought it was hardly working. Man, I guess that's why I work in the diner. Wait, that one actually makes more sense. You might be right. I've heard it both ways. Another case solved, Detective ShoeGum. Cindy salutes Art and cracks up. Haha. Okay, but that's my only screw up so far today. Lloyd comes back in. It's 2 in the morning, my guy. The day is still long. Art, now slightly embarrassed by his dyslexic mishap on the R and N, cuts to his point before any more mockery. Lloyd, have you ever put a specific piece of pie on a different plate that wasn't this kind of plate right here? While holding up his 4 plates from the table. Art, I love you. What the hell are you getting at? In due time, in due time. I assure you, just answer the question. No, I do the dishes and get a longer break if I do them. That's what my dad, Charlie, and I worked out. Nothing nefarious. In fact, what can you even do with pie plates? Well, I don't want to give you any ideas, but let's say I worked at a prison for about 6 months before I knew I wanted to become a detective. And I was surprised just about every day by what inmates would use to sneak things inside in plain sight, especially in such a locked-down prison. Now I'm intrigued. Maybe the guards were in on helping them. Art thinks deeply to himself. You seem to know a lot about smuggling contraband, young man. Where did you learn? I don't know. It makes sense to me, I guess. Art thinks to himself again. Damn, this guy's good. But now I got him right where I want him. So, what is this about, really? I'm working a cold case right now, while I wait for my partner to get some leads on the drug trafficking past 4th Street. How long has it been cold for? Interesting question. It's March now, so I would say it's been cold for about 5 or 6 months, depending on your temperature tolerance for the Wisconsin weather. Lloyd chuckles to himself and Cindy spits up her... I'm not doing that. Look at us, role swapping. It's the old case from the... Alright. It's the old case from Jack Rabbit Jewelry. They closed it, but I know there's something fishy with it. It just doesn't make any sense. Is it possible you read it and no one has had the time to read it to you? I don't see what you're getting at. Lloyd shoots a look to Cindy and they both roll their eyes. Never mind. Was that the inside job that everyone was talking about they got away with? The one in Same. I've been going through trying to analyze how it got thrown out, but I can't get any evidence on the matter. So were these guys using pie plates to hide the jewelry? I don't follow. Look, don't worry about the plates right now. Just let me know immediately if anyone comes in here and orders a whole pie for themselves, or if they request a different plate with any of their food that normally comes with it. We'll keep an eye out. Anything else we can help you with? Yeah, for the 5th piece, I need a banana cream. Stat! Art walks out of the kitchen. and returns to his booth with the stack of plates. You want to go back to the narrator? Okay. Dang, it'd be nice if we had like a little harmonica or something. It's a harsh life being a gumshoe. I always fuck that one up. Over half the cops in this town have been paid off or are turning a blind eye since the new chief of police just let the second biggest criminal this town has ever seen walk free in a plea deal that should have never been allowed to happen. The DA, the chief, countless others, even Art's partner are all on his list of bad apples keeping the garden rotten. You see, Art may not be able to sit and read a report or case as easily as any other cop, but with a heart of gold and leaps in logic, he's become the most successful detective at the station. The only catch: Art isn't the only one solving all of his cases. Scene 2. The following morning, we hear Art start to speak in his car while the title card fades out. I told you. I haven't seen Linerman since last Thursday. I'm about to report him to the chief if he doesn't start giving me answers. This guy is working too high of a case to be doing it solo, and I know why they call him Slick Sly. Art hangs up the phone frustrated and continues driving down past 4th Street. Passing by, we get a good view of the town and good shots of what's actually around the diner. Key spots around the diner include a convenience store across the street, a paint shop, a CPA's office, and of course, the abandoned old church that relocated 10 years prior. Continuing past 4th Street, Art is not only looking for leads on the case, but also for his partner. Upon driving around for an hour, he finds just about nothing and begins to head to the station in hopes of getting a word in with the chief about Sly. Before he even makes it halfway back, a police car flashes their lights and pulls over Art. You gotta be kidding me. Art pulls over and the officer gets out of the car. Hey, Art, what you doing over here, man? Look, Mueller, I don't have time for your stupid games. I got shit to do. He puts his seatbelt back on and attempts to leave quickly. Before you go, did you get any leads on 4th Street? What do you mean? Why is it your concern? Well, I heard from Sly you've been looking into this situation for a while now, and it's odd you haven't been able to make a single arrest all this time. I know! It's like every time we almost have them, it turns out to be a false tip and a waste of time. I feel there's something off too. Right. Well, I'm wondering because Sly was implying you've been the one giving the false tips. He didn't explicitly say it, but that's what I gathered from what he told me. I'm not saying you did it, but he seems to think you're behind some of this. Is that so? When and where did you last see him? I saw him yesterday. Well, this morning, at about 12:30 in the morning. We ran into each other, and he said he was getting some leads while you worked on a cold case. Aren't y'all partners? Yeah, he suggested you do it solo since I haven't been having much luck. Or he thinks you were being negligent and actually wants to get the perp. Again, I'm inferring from what he said, but he seems to not trust you that much, man. Either way, seems fishy to me. So I just want to hear what you had to say. I'll see you around, ShoeGum. It's Art to you, pal. Jeez, what an asshole. Sly's trying to undermine my case. But why would he start now and not back when we started? Very kerfuffled by the situation, Art heads to the station, now with only more questions and no answers. Scene 3. Oh yeah, it's the pilot episode, but the name of the episode's like, how'd you get the nickname? Art walks into the station and acknowledges his peers along with some new faces that weren't expected. Whoa, was there a raid I didn't hear about? You guys always do this. Art now jealous of the chance to catch so many perps at once. Chief Kane. Nothing like that, Art. Just some of your new enforcers of the law here to start their careers. Thank goodness. When's lunch? We'll take them all to the diner to the first. Oh, sorry. We'll take them all to the diner for the first day to get them initiated. You've got to take them though. I need to keep putting out fires back here. Art looks at the group of four at the group of four new officers, and not a single one looks like they can blank. Um, this is as far as we got. And you think we can keep going? I think we can. I mean, we got 3 scenes. I mean, this took us 3 hours. I mean, that seems like we could have got more done. But yeah, okay. A little different than the programming. Got to do a little script reading, have a little fun. Oh, now you want to call it? Call it then. You never. Go figure. Um, thanks for allowing me to go through that. I've been thinking, just as I was reading through this, there definitely is a way to structure this a little better. Cause like I don't know, I always get really dialogue heavy when I'm like trying to get something going, just like kind of I don't know, like I don't know. Cause it's like once you have like what's happening, it's a lot easier to just describe everything around it and like paint the actual word picture after the fact. So yeah, I don't know. Let me hop back here. Let's see if we can find another one. What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, no, we can't do that one. Um. Oh wait, no, Leo, we can't do this one because we might make this into an actual sketch, so that's got to be a little more dialed. Um. I don't know. Like a lot of these are hard to like what can we really pull out of here? How about oh, where's my um that's funny. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. What did I call it? Uh oh wait, I can just go by modified. And would have been March. Um oh, here we go. So that in case you were like, oh, this guy's got gobblegums. Like obviously he likes Pokemon. He's got gobblegums. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? Well, so this is kind of a monstrosity of a thing I started making. It's mostly just zombies right here. But I was gonna add a lot of other stuff because like it's titled like tips and tricks to my life of video games, where I was gonna have like a balloons one, but like the more I thought about, oh yeah, balloons just got a new hero. I thought that might be fun to do on a stream or something. I didn't make this, but like all this stuff is sourced from other people. And it's all just in one giant cheat sheet, right? If I click Horizon Drac, it takes me right here. Shield. This is where you can find the shield parts. This is how you get the DG4s. Lightning bow cheat sheet, void bow cheat sheet, fire bow, wolf bow. Side Easter eggs. Yeah, there's a disco ball. There's a death machine. You can get a free mega. It's not that easy, but you can get it. The plunger. We still gotta get the plunger, man. I think the world record speedrun for Horizon Drac without gobblegums uses the plunger, which is so sick because you need to stop the clock at 9:35 specifically in the church, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's okay. Just know it's insanely hard to do, especially solo. Um, yeah, Zetsubo, goated, Garad Krovi. I actually made a PowerPoint presentation so that way my friend and I could get through, because I spent like 2 or 3 days like grinding Garad Krovi, like actually trying to really beat it, and it took me so long. I was able to make a PowerPoint to show my friend. I'm just like, hey, this is how we can do it super easily. Um, which this is just like what I do or whatever. Um, yeah, this is like a super cheat sheet. Shadows, Giant E, whatever. Origins. I thought Origins was a lot. Like I haven't done it solo, obviously, but Origins is feasible if you're working with people that know what they're doing, which I do not. So that's fair. You got Black Ops 4. You might be like, oh, what's gonna be in here? Literally all of Black Ops 4 is in here. Like, I think all Black, maybe not. Yeah, like I don't know, but so I don't know why I want to show this. This was just like something where it was like, oh, I want to do the freaking. Wait, did I add any Cold War stuff? I thought I added Cold War stuff. Hold on, because this is in the first tab. What's at the bottom? Oh yeah, I was gonna do all these. I don't even. I mean, I can do Terminus with my eyes closed. Liberty Falls. I don't even. Yeah, I think this took like 2 seconds to throw together. Liberty Falls is so easy. Yeah, like look at this Voyage. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know why I do stuff like this. It just like makes it easy for like when I wanna go through one of these. Like, oh, Black Ops 1. Let's do the Call the Dead Easter egg. Super easy. Just pull this up. Um, yeah. But that's all for now. Um, till next time. You want to play us off, Leo? Ahima werba jackajim, ahima werba jackajim, ahima werba jackajim.